Happy Tuesday, Ipswich. It is Rach on your drive home right here on West Bremer Radio, streaming live online on your apps or on your smart speakers. And I am joined, because it's Tuesday, I am joined by my good mate Bernie Giggins from Inner Child Harmony Coaching. Bernie, how are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thank you so very much. Don't we love our Tuesdays?
We do. Always have a good old chat on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Now,
absolutely.
we've been talking about getting more assertive and particularly in the lead up to Christmas, learning to say no. It's not a swear word, people. You can say no, it's okay.
It's still November?
It is November for 2 more days, so say no a lot now. But we're talking about going back to what we need to be assertive against, and gaslighting is one of them. And I know we've spoken about this before, but there's so much to it.
Yeah.
And it's such a trigger, isn't it? It's such yeah.
It's really hard for, if you're an empath, if you're a people pleaser, you just want to have a good time.
Yes.
Don't want fuss, you don't want arguments, you don't want conflict, you don't want yelling and screaming.
No.
Just chill.
Just happy. Just be happy.
But the thing with Christmas, but it's not just Christmas, it's any other time, but Christmas is worse because you're celebrating, everybody's celebrating.
Yeah.
But we don't, it's like a hand grenade. If somebody has alcohol, you don't know how it's going to come out, how it's going to react.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can get into we're talking about gaslighting and how narcissists get us and antagonize us, provoke us, bait us, torment us. If you can try and think that's your trigger, please do not engage. Step away, go somewhere else, something else like that. But what Rach and I were doing today is speaking again about this gaslighting. It's a psychological manipulation in which someone makes another person doubt their perceptions, experiences, memories, or understanding of events. So it makes you doubt yourself. Yeah. You're confused. Well, didn't I not?
I'm sure I said that.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Yeah.
And over time, what they do is you then start, going with, really questioning yourself. When in actual fact, what they're doing is actually trying to take over and control you. So and then the narcissist or controlling person will look at her, look at him. See, we can't even trust him. Then they start dividing and conquering you.
Yeah.
So it's just a trait that all of these different ones have. Even as we're talking, look back over your life. Where has this happened to you before? But we're coming up to Christmas, and as I was saying to Rach before, it's being able to disconnect, say no, or state the obvious, say yes, no, don't go any further. Because what they're wanting to do is, once you get in there, it's, what would you call it? It's almost like cat and mouse game.
It's like poking the brown bear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like just keep poking the bear until it turns around and bites you.
This is bullying at this most simplest thing.
Yeah.
I said no, and then they keep going, look at that, she's done this, he's done that. Or then they start triangulation. That means they're getting somebody else into it to go against you as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the more that you can actually understand, have a look at your last Christmases.
Yeah.
Easters, anything to do with alcohol is the worst, especially harmful, when it's coming from somebody close. And then in a situation that you're in as well.
Do you think it's Christmas because you get together with family, and all families have their roles, their patterns, their, particularly siblings who've grown up together, maybe didn't have the best relationship growing up, so there's all this, tension at Christmas time because they've got to be together.
Yeah, because we've got to stay at home, we've got to come together from mum or grandparents or something else like that. And the grandparents just keep quiet. Or they won't. A lot of times the parents and grandparents don't actually, they know, they can see what's actually agitating. They don't actually say anything to the one who's the bully. Yeah. So it's, just get on side more before you go, practice. In the mirror, say what you need to say in the mirror. Get really strong in yourself as well. So what you need to do is recognise the gaslighting behaviours, respond the way you need to. So I've got some of these different ones. What, you're crazy, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
My version, that happened, but your version did not happen.
Yeah.
I was just sharing with Rachel that I had a video of something with a narcissist, and actually in court, she said it didn't happen. Look at my voice. My voice is going, oh my God. She said in there it did not happen.
Yeah.
Whereas the evidence, it just stated everything was there.
Yeah.
She's still denying it. So to find ways to control, what it does is they try and find ways to control and distort the narrative of the situation that makes them, they don't want to bring this up, so they'll hide it.
Yep.
So how you respond, I hear that's how you see it. I see it differently. I know what I saw and I'm clear about what happened. Okay, so you're not getting into an argument with them and saying, well, this did, that didn't. I'm stating my side, and you just keep yourself think about a tennis court, stay on the side of your own side and don't go over there and you have to do this, you don't, just, that's it. Don't engage.
Also, being an empath or a people pleaser, you tend to think that their arguments are more valid than your own. Yeah. Oh, well, they must be right.
Yeah, because they're stronger.
Yeah.
No, they're not. No, that's what you've learnt.
They're just bigger bullies, that's the problem. Yeah.
They're old, they're older. Not just bigger, they're older now, and they've learnt this.
Yeah.
And you've learnt to say no, bow your head in front of them. This Christmas, make it your Christmas.
Yeah.
This Christmas, have a look at all the other Christmases. Write it down, what you don't want, your boundaries, as we said last week.
Yeah.
The more that you can, I'm entitled to this.
Yeah.
All
I
these
deserve to have a nice Christmas too, not make sure everyone else has a nice Christmas.
You have the same rights as everybody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are not the slave. They're not rich people. They're not. It's usually the siblings or friends. But you all of a sudden go into that layer. I'm here. I'm the doormat, and they are above me.
Yeah.
Stay out of that. No, I am entitled. I have the rights here, and really stick up for your own self.
Because it's about the difference between being kind and giving to people because you want to, and doing it because you feel like you have to because you're not worth as much as everyone else.
Yeah.
We might come
Your
back.
value.
We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back because there's lots more to talk about.
Thank you.
You are with Rachel and Bernie on your drive home this afternoon. Radio. Bernie from Inner Child Harmony Coaching. We are talking gaslighting, we're talking narcissists, we're talking surviving Christmas with gaslighters.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Yeah. You have to be aware of your triggers, that you are proving yourself. Don't you say that. I'm not stupid. I'm not whatever. I'm not doubting myself. Or what we do is we go into a ball, we go on, is that true? I have to try, and you're trying to constantly think back, and then you have to come up with evidence, or you have to, oh, no, that's not true, forget it.
And then you're sort of racking your brain going, well, how did it happen? I thought it happened like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Yeah. They're right. I'm wrong. Yeah.
And then you end up in that. But if you can think about all the times that you've ever done it, then when you're coming up into a new situation, all of that is still sitting there, and then it comes in and takes over, hijacks you, and then you go, oh, I said I was not going to do this, and I'm doing it anyway.
And then you end up cranky with yourself as well. So not only have you given in to them again, but you're also mad at yourself because you did it.
Yeah, it's the self-berating, the self-punishment that you do. Jeez, I should have said that. And we were just saying before, years ago, we should have said that too.
Oh, yeah, the 3 a.m. in bed. 20 years ago when I was talking to I should have said... You still kick yourself,
Yeah. So it's be present, see what, even have a look at, you sometimes we'll pick a personality. The personality of somebody from the past, it's usually they will be at you.
Yeah.
Just keep breathing, exercise before you go, really get yourself really confidence built up. I can say no, November, remember?
November.
But it's really getting yourself strong in your own self. Yeah. This is what I said, this is how I said it, and this, stick to the evidence.
And have confidence in that you know what you said or did. And
And all you're doing is playing a game with them. What they're doing is trying to control you, make you nuts, as in that gaslighting movie years and years ago. Where so they tried to make the person go mad, but actually, and then control the whole situation. What they're doing is having you underneath them at Christmas and everything else like that. It's a typical bully. That in front of other people they're nice as pie. Behind the closed doors, they just really get you. Make sure that you're out in the open. Make sure you're in a group. Do not ever be caught with them by themselves.
Yeah, don't let the predators separate you from the herd, basically, right?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But with all bullies, if you don't give them what they want or you call them out, they tend to back down, don't they? Because if you're not giving them the drama or not giving them the reaction they want, they're going to go find someone else to do it too.
Yeah. No, that didn't happen. No, that didn't. Oh, you know, and you don't have a rise out of you, you don't get angry. That if they can get some stirring out of you, get you angry or get you confused, they win. And then they keep going in for the kill.
Yeah.
We call it the kill.
They enjoy it. Weirdly, they enjoy it. I don't know why you would enjoy this.
But this is how narcissists do. You know, they've got to have control.
Yeah.
They can do both worlds. You know, I'm nice as pie out here, behind something else. They've done something wrong, and then you have to call out for it.
Yeah.
And they just still deny it.
Yeah.
It's your word against them.
To the point
stick
that
with
you
your
start
words.
to go, no, well, I'm wrong then.
Yeah. But you stick to your word. You stick to your truth. This is my truth. This is my truth. Practice at home. This is my truth.
I think the most powerful thing is just don't engage.
Yeah.
It's okay to go,
Very
well, I
hard.
remember it differently, but that's okay. We can agree to disagree, right?
Yeah. That's the biggest one is disagree. But it's keeping to the point, stay to the facts,
Yeah.
stay in a group. Do not
get separated from the herd. They will take you away. Don't be the antelope that gets separated.
But some of these other ones you can say, what was the other one? It's okay we see things differently. I think doing so is mutually respectful, you know, whatever words you want to bring up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, your truth is your truth, their truth is their truth.
Yeah.
And we don't have to blend it, but they like to blend it and they like to take control.
Well, they want to be right. Narcissists want to be right, don't they?
Yes, no matter what cost.
Yeah.
And they'll take somebody else's, they'll get somebody, gang up on you as well, get somebody else in on it, you know, and then force you. Please stick to your truth. Another one here is, you know, it's good that you wanted to connect, maybe you want, you know, to calm that stuff down, or I choose not to be here. You know, I don't feel safe, I don't feel such and such. Sometimes you don't have to say that, but it's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm taking myself out of here.
Yeah.
But the other part here as well is this is your Christmas. You have every right to have a Christmas. You don't have to have regrets later on. So when you're going into it, I'm going to do everything I can to do today that I have an enjoyable, memorable
day.
Yeah,
exactly.
Compared to last year, the year before, I'm making a difference in my life now. I don't need to be doing this for other people. And even if mum and dad, you know, or grandparents really want everybody to play good together.
Nice. Yeah. Everyone play nice.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
No, I choose not to, I choose not to do this. I choose not to be with this bully.
Yeah. And just remember, this is why we have friends, because it makes up for the family we sometimes get, right?
Yeah. Call them out.
Yeah.
You know, I choose not to, or whatever it is. But just have confidence in yourself. Be assertive with it. Enjoy. You have every right. You have the same rights as everybody else. And you're entitled to have this as well.
Yeah, exactly. And practicing, is it worth practicing these? Like maybe having
in your mirror.
Yeah, it's some stock phrases that you can go, oh, well, we don't agree on that. That's okay.
Yeah. Again, it's your truth. Stick up for your truth. Speak up for your truth. You know, all the time.
Yeah.
If that's the way they saw it, that's fine. Keep it to yourself. But this is how I saw it. This is how I did it.
Yeah.
And really get stronger in that. The more that you're really standing up for your own truth. Hey, this is my truth. That's your truth. We agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Great. Let's move on.
And then you start to believe it, and you start to go, well, no, my truth is valid. It's just as valid as everybody else, and I don't have to push it down or pretend it's not.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And have a wonderful Christmas.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you know, and then at the end we go, wow, that was just a fantastic day. I am so proud of myself for I'm so proud of me.
I stood up to that person who's always been awful to me, and I just didn't engage with them, and they've left me alone.
God, how wonderful is this going to be forever and ever?
What a Christmas gift to yourself.
Yeah.
Saying no and just not putting up with any garbage from anybody this Christmas.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm challenging all the empaths and people pleasers out there to do that, okay? We all say no, and we're not taking any garbage from anybody. Thank you, Bertie. Let's do it again next week, right?
We will. Thank you, everybody. Have a great drive home.
It is